So this is a topic that should get people fired up. Is Harley Davidson thriving or barely surviving? Stick around, get my take on it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If this is your first time here, my name is Bob, and this is Bob's Garage, and I post weekly videos here from the Charlotte, North Carolina area, full of Harley Davidson related content. So welcome aboard. If you haven't subscribed already, please do give this video a thumbs up. It just helps our algorithm, gets more people able to watch the video. So give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. And I wanted to talk about this topic for a little while, but I read an article, and this guy was just all doom and gloom that Harley Davidson, they're barely hanging on, and they're desperate, and all this negative talk about their best days are behind them. And maybe that's true, I don't know. But and this will probably get a ton of opinions. Comment down below if you don't agree with me. I'm sure most of you won't agree with me, but I think the Harley Davidson is doing just fine. I think that they've made some significant changes over the last few years. Their new CEO really seems to know what they're asking what riders want. I get surveys, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year. I just had one a couple weeks ago asking, it was pretty lengthy, asking about my riding habits, how many bikes I've owned, what changes, I might be interested in. I think they're doing a really good job. They're doing the best they can because they can't please everyone. You've got your core guys that say, they're making changes and they're getting away from what Harley Davidson used to be. And then you got guys saying, oh, they need to change because they're getting left behind and Indian is eating their lunch. And you can't please everyone. And I think what they're doing is, they're trying to attract new buyers because the baby boomers they're dying off. I mean, I don't mean to be blunt or rude, but it's happening, unfortunately. The folks that bought their bikes way back then aren't buying them anymore. So, guys like me in my 50s, they're not trying to sell me bikes. They're trying to sell bikes to the people in their 30s, their 20s. They're trying to attract new buyers. And I think they're making really good steps. This new CEO, the first thing he did was he got rid of the street models. I think that everyone knew that those weren't really going to be successful. They were cool in their own way, but I just don't think that was, I just don't think it was going to be successful for the motor company. Another company could have put them out and they would have been successful. But if you look at the changes he's made, he's not going to do the 100 new models in however many months that the old CEO was going to do. That was just ridiculous. But they did away with the Dynas, which was very controversial, replace it with these new improved Softail models, which if you haven't ridden one, I don't want to hear your opinion about them because you just don't know. I mean, I've owned a Dyna, I've owned the Softails, and the difference is tremendous. I loved my Dyna, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to bash anybody, but if you haven't ridden one of the new Softails that replaced the Dyna, really, you shouldn't have an opinion either way, okay? So save that. And the changes that they've made on the touring bikes, they've made some updates there in suspension, a bunch of stuff. The audio system is so much better on the touring bikes now than it was years ago. These Rockford Fosgate program are they're tremendous. I think they sound good, especially at higher volumes. I'm not a stereo guy, I'm not a fairing guy, but the guys that are love these new Rockford Fosgate systems. So that was a huge improvement. No, they haven't replaced, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the turn signals. They still haven't put LEDs in the turn signals. Okay, I get that. It should have been done years ago. They've done it with the headlights. They've done it with the taillights. They need to do that. I do agree. They need to put some LEDs in these turn signals. Okay, that's minor. Okay, but other changes that they have made have been significant. If you look at the new products that they've rolled out, the Pan America has been a huge success. The Livewire, just like an electric vehicle, there's a few on the road. I just saw one the other day. There's a few on the road, but they'll catch on eventually. Now the new ST models is too soon to tell. They're not even, some dealers don't even have any yet. I've seen a couple of the Street Glides. I haven't seen a Road Glide ST yet. I haven't seen the Lowrider ST. I don't think that one is coming out for maybe another month or so. It's too soon to tell if that's going to be a success. But at least they're making some efforts in improving their product. And maybe it is because of Indian. Maybe because Indian is selling some bikes. Harley knew they had to step up and make some changes. And that's good for all of us. I think that's great. But the doom and gloom and oh, they're barely hanging on, and this guy was just going on and on about how, you know, they've got months left, maybe a couple of years, and they would be gone and replaced by something else. And I really don't see that. And I'm not going to name names and call anybody out. That's not what I'm here for. But I'd like to get a conversation started. If you have any comments, just let me know what you think. Harley's been around for a long time. They've gone through a lot of changes. They've gone through some ups and downs. They've always found a way to survive. It's an iconic brand. It is American. I mean, Harley is American. And yes, I know some of the parts, most of the parts are made overseas. Same thing with your Chevrolets and your Fords. That's just the way it is. That's the market that we live in. Their parts are made in Mexico and China and wherever. That's just how it is. It's still an American-based company. And they're still doing right by their employees. People that work for the company love their jobs. They're paid decent. They have good benefits. I think the company is really headed in the right direction. They've made significant changes. They've got more coming. The Sportster S, again, hasn't been out long, but I really think that's going to be a successful bike. I mean, anytime I'm at Speedway Harley Davidson, if they get one in, I don't even get a chance to check it out. It's sold and gone before I even get a chance to get over there. So they're selling them like crazy. And in their launch video, they tease another Sportster model coming out this year. So I think they're heading in the right direction. I don't think it's doom and gloom. I think the company's doing just fine. And I think it's just overstated. It's crazy. What do you think? Come on, tell me down below. Give me a comment. Tell me I'm full of crap. Tell me you agree with me. I don't know. Many will, many won't. I don't know. But I just wanted to get a conversation started to see what you guys think. I think the company's doing great. And that was it. I just wanted to vent a little bit. And it's a beautiful sunny day. And I'm going to get out and do a little riding. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And share this video. Like it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. All that good stuff. Thanks for coming along for the ride. And I'll see you all next week.